Hey guys, this is Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, and today we have a two-part collaboration between myself and PhilzGoodMan. And in these videos we're going to explain the reasons why we love and play Krunker. So let's start out with a big one, that being gameplay. In particular, how easy it is to pick up Krunker.io, but how difficult it is to truly master. When you hop into Krunker for the first time, it's easy to pick up. You jump around, you shoot some enemies, and you have a lot of fun. But the more you play, the more you realize that Krunker.io has a lot of depth to its gameplay and isn't just a basic browser game. Rather, it's a full-fledged first-person shooter that is perfect for casual and competitive fans alike. Now, Krunker is the same game regardless if you're a casual or a pro. The only difference is how you combine the game elements together in order to dominate your opponents. Slide hopping, aiming, map knowledge, spawn points, class countering. All these techniques are individually difficult, but putting them together is where the real magic happens, and it's something that you can never 100% master. This for me is a really big thing, as it never feels like Krunker.io limits you in any way, but that also means you can always become a better and better player. Now recently, for more hardcore players, there has been a lack of an incentive on what to grind for. However, literally 25 minutes ago, beta ranked matchmaking has been released, and of course it's a work in progress, but ranked and competitive gaming is very real in Krunker.io, and it's going to be even better in the future. With tournaments with cash prizes starting in Oceania and other regions as well, the incentive to grind and become the best player in Krunker.io is starting to grow, and this means only good things for the future of this game, both casually and competitively.
Hey, it's PhilzGoodMan, and one of the reasons why I play Krunker is because of the convenience. All you have to do is type Krunker.io in any web browser. And I mainly play on the client now instead of the web browser, but the convenience is really how I got into Krunker in the first place. The first time I tried it was inside an office. And I still play at work sometimes on a laptop without a GPU, and it runs great. And I also play at Best Buy or at Staples. Anytime I see a computer in the public at a gaming convention, I get in some Krunker time. It's also super easy to play with friends who might be interested in the game. All you do is click the invite button, send them the link, they click on it, and then they're in the game. No software required. Since it's a browser-based game, that means it's available for Windows, Chrome OS, and OS X. There's even an official client version for both Mac and PC. So you could also say that Krunker is the ultimate cross-platform, non-mobile game.
Having played many video games in my time, one constant is the lack of support and more so understanding from the developers. Epic Games with Fortnite is a prime example. However, with Krunker, the small developer team changes this trend by being the most receptive, understanding and supportive team I've seen. Phil will talk about this a little bit more from the update perspective, but I wanted to quickly touch on it from the perspective of a content creator. Sydney and Vince, the lead developers of Krunker, both support content creators and also take into consideration their feedback to make Krunker a better game. They comment on YouTube videos and hop into live streams, regardless of how big or small the creator's following is. And that is really cool. On top of that, they provide KR codes for us to give away, along with creator codes which directly support YouTubers and streamers. Overall, getting recognition like this is absolutely awesome, and it's a real motivation boost to creating Krunker videos, because you know that the developers are seeing it, they're taking in your feedback, and overall it's just a super tight-knit community, and devs are a really big part of that.
The next reason why I play Krunker is because it has great performance that's highly scalable from low-end PCs to high-end PCs. There's a ton of video settings to mess around with, which is pretty unheard for a browser game. This ensures that you can tweak the performance until it's smooth, even if you're using a $200 Chromebook while playing in class. There's one more aspect of performance I want to talk about, and that's the computer's resources. Krunker is extremely light on your PC's storage and memory. It also loads super fast. Just look at how long it takes Fortnite to load compared to Krunker. And it only takes 7 seconds not only to load the game, but actually be in a game. So then I did the same test with Fortnite, and when I actually timed it, I could not believe how long it took to load and to get in game. From launching the Epic launcher, to going through all the menu screens, to queuing. I actually had to play this back at 15 times speed. And you can see it took 2 minutes and 47 seconds for us to launch Fortnite and then get in game. You could have played a whole game of Krunker in that time.
The next thing I want to talk about is Krunker's community, because it's one of the most vibrant and friendly communities I've ever had the pleasure of being part of. There's something for everyone, be it modders, map/custom mode makers, skin creators, competitive players, streamers, content creators, and more. Despite the game being huge in terms of its player count, you still get that small community vibe, be it if you're on the Krunker Bunker Discord, Twitter, Reddit, so on and so on. This is obviously in part because of how fantastic Krunker is as a game, but it's also because Krunker has a seemingly unlimited amount of customization and depth. On top of that, you also have clans where you can meet people, and a competitive community which runs tournaments, and Krunker overall has many groups that makes up this community, but all of these groups are friendly and welcoming, which is a very cool thing indeed. So guys, that's part 1 of why we absolutely love Krunker.io. However, make sure to go and click that top link in the description below or top link in the comment section below, because that is part 2 of this series where Phil and I talk more about Krunker.io and why we really like this game. So click it right now, go to that video, and I'll see you guys there. But other than that, it's Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, out.